This video explains the process for registering for a Praxis exam based on the February 2024 update to the ETS website. To register for an exam, start at the ETS website at ets.org. To start the registration process, click on the yellow button labeled Login Registered located at the top right corner of the page. From this page, you will select which test type you need to register for. Select Praxis. If you already have an account, you can just sign in. If you have forgotten your password, click on the Forgot Password link. If you don't get a link to reset your password, click on the chatbot for assistance. You eventually get to a real person if you constantly say the bot's suggestions don't work. To create a new account, click on the Create Account tab. Complete the form to create an account. Make sure you follow the minimum characteristics for a username and password. You will then be brought to a page to sign in. This is the new portal for scheduling a test, reviewing your scheduled test, accessing your score reports, and accommodation information. Ignore the information in the white box. It is information that you can explore later if you want. It does not provide any information for registering and accessing test information. The side menu in the cream box and the yellow box quick links provide the access to the information that is most important. So let's review the yellow box first. Review takes you to the web page that provides information about what are the required tests for your state. You can schedule from this page. Schedule and Prep is another scheduling portal. You will be given the option to schedule by test name and by your state test requirements. Complete Your Profile only appears if you have not completed your demographic profile. If you do not complete this when you first create the account, you will be required to complete it before you can schedule your test. This is what you will see when you click on Complete the Profile. Questions are starred when they are required. Social Security number is listed as optional depending on the state for which you are applying for a license. Kentucky is a state that requires your Social Security number. So let's take a look at some of the other menu options before looking at the scheduling process. Purchases is where you will go to review current and previously scheduled tests. If you need to make changes to a scheduled test, you would click on Purchases to make any changes. All changes must be made 3 days before you take the test. This does not include the day of the test. You can make changes to who is receiving your scores up to 3 days before the test without a charge. This does not include the day of the test. If you forgot to send your scores to someone, it will cost $50 to send the scores after the test. If you need to change the day of the test or the test center, you must make the change 3 days before the test, and it will cost $40. Again, the 3 days does not include the day of the test. If you have to cancel, you will only be refunded 50% of the cost of the test. You will only receive the refund if you canceled 3 days before the test. The 3 days does not include the day of the test. You will be able to access your score reports by clicking on Scores. Depending on the test, score reports will be available 3 to 4 weeks after the test. If you have any approved accommodations, they will appear under Accommodations. Your accommodations will have to be approved before you schedule the test if you want test accommodations. Your accommodation paperwork must be submitted through the Praxis portal 6 to 8 weeks before you register. More information about disability services can be found at this link. Murray State students should contact Student Disability Services for assistance with the process. So let's take a look at scheduling a test. To begin, click on Schedule and Prep. This page provides you with 2 options for scheduling a test, by test name or by viewing your state requirements. You should only select a test by name if you are scheduling the Praxis Core Combined or Teaching Reading Elementary. Teaching Reading Elementary will move to the Kentucky list on September 1st, 2024. Start searching by test name by typing the test name in the box. Select the test you want to schedule. and click Go. You will then see a screen with the test that you want to schedule with additional test prep items that ETS offers. Only select the test you wish to purchase. You automatically receive one free interactive practice test with your test purchase. Murray State students should not purchase any additional test prep materials without checking with the Curriculum Materials Center or the Student Success Center first. Study.com is one of the options. Murray State students can get access to Study.com through the Curriculum Materials Center or the Student Success Center. Please contact for more information. For scheduling other tests except for the Praxis Core combined version, it is better to select your test by using the View State Requirements option to make sure that you are selecting the correct tests for Kentucky. Remember, as a Murray State student, you must get certified in Kentucky first before you get certified by another state. If you are considering getting certified in another state, please talk with your advisor, the librarian at the Curriculum Materials Center, or the Student Success Center for more information. So on this page, select Kentucky and click Go. You will need to scroll down to see your testing requirements and schedule the test. If you are needing to schedule a section of the Praxis Core test to get into the Murray State Teacher Education Program, you will need to select Educator Preparation Entry Assessment. The individual sections will appear. Click Add to Cart to add the section that you need to schedule to your cart. Note, adding all 3 individual core tests to the cart is not the combined version. It costs $270 for all 3 versus $150 for the combined version. The other drop-down menus provide the testing requirements for becoming a certified teacher with options to schedule the test. Remember, you need to start taking these tests the semester before you student teach. IECE, elementary education, middle school education, and the general subjects of secondary math, English, social studies, and science are at the bottom of the list. Once you have selected all of the tests that you need to schedule at this time, click on Checkout. If you did not complete the profile when you created your account, you will have to complete it before you can move forward in the scheduling process. The next screen provides you with a review of your order. ETS provides you with some reminders before continuing with the scheduling process. If you selected the test from the Kentucky list, you know that you have checked the state requirements. You will be able to select your score recipients once you pay for the test. I will remind you about this at the end of the video. Also remember that all disability accommodations need to be approved before scheduling the test. Remember, you will need to submit the paperwork 6 weeks before you schedule the test. Scroll to the bottom of the page and click the box before clicking Schedule My Test. Time to select a testing date. You will need to decide if you would like to test at home or at a testing center. At home is displayed first. Select a test day. If you need a different month, use the arrows next to the month at the top of the calendar. After selecting a day, you will be presented with the time options for the day. Select a time to continue. Scheduling a testing center is a little different. Start with entering your zip code and click Search. Select a nearby test center and then find the available dates. Then select a date for available times. Then select your time. The rest of the process will be the same whether you select Test at Home or at a test center. You again will be provided the opportunity to purchase test prep materials. Remember to check with the Curriculum Materials Center or the Student Success Center before you buy any test prep materials. Click Continue. Confirm your order and continue. If you have a voucher, you will enter it on this screen in the Order Total box. Make sure to click that you agree to the policies. Remember, you'll be charged $40 to change the test center or date, and you will only receive a 50% refund if you have to cancel. Click Proceed to Payment to continue to the payment portal. After completing the payment portal to pay for your exam, you will see this screen. Do not close this screen. You are not done. click on View Purchase Details. This is your purchase details. Make sure that you review this information 4 days before you take the test. Before finishing, you will need to make sure you are sending the score reports to the correct recipients. Click on Add Score Recipients to add recipients. If you entered Murray State as your education preparation program, you need to click the box for Add as a Score Recipient to add them. Make sure to save changes. If you did not add Murray State, you will need to add them through the Your Free Score Recipient box. If Kentucky Education Standards Board is not listed under the Save Changes box as receiving your scores, you will need to add Kentucky Education Standards Board as a score recipient. Click the checkbox and then Save Changes to add your recipients. Once you have added sending your scores to Murray State and Kentucky EPSB, you are finished. If you have any questions, please contact the Curriculum Materials Center or the Student Success Center.